Greetings to everyone. This is Swathi Mishra presenting Sustainable Life Cycle Assessment Design for Wood-Based Industries to reduce climate impact on biodiversity. Climate change is the defining issue today, and we are at a defining moment. There is a continuous research and development on cleaner and greener technologies and substitute materials with reduced carbon and energy footprint to mitigate climate change. Forest-based industries are said to be a solution to climate change when it is in alignment with responsible forestry, as it would address consumption needs while ensuring forests are replenished. Wood has emerged as one of the ecological materials that is being used worldwide today, as it can stock carbon, is energy efficient and renewable. However, an increased dependence on any material causes a dearth and an imbalance, and also the competition for the trend creates a negative impact on climate and biodiversity. India is one of the fastest emerging forest-based industries in the world today. As per IBF report of 2015, wood accounts for 65% of Indian furniture, and of that teak accounts for 50%, sal and deodar accounts for 20%. Indian timber industry is one of the most unorganized sector of India and is rapidly growing from the synergistic flagship schemes from the government, and therefore it needs a unique life cycle assessment design to learn the impacts it has on the environment. Life cycle assessment, or LCA, has emerged as one of the most comprehensive technological tool in the last 2 decades to evaluate the impact of a product or a process on the environment. LCA can be conducted for 4 stages. First, cradle to grave. Second, cradle to gate. Third, gate to gate. Fourth, gate to grave. Basic LCA design consists of goal and scope, inventory analysis, impact assessment, right from the stage of raw material acquisition to waste management. The basic LCA design assesses the impacts from raw material acquisition methods, energy consumption, required ancillary material consumed in the process, production, processing, logistics, reuse, recycling, waste management, and also takes into account the emissions from these products or processes. But this is not enough. There are some additional units that should be considered while designing LCA for wood-based industries. First would be consumerism. Every process of production and consumption begins with an intellectual act, that is, recognition of use potential embodied in a part of nature and landscape. In the next step, a value is attributed to what is no longer perceived as a part of nature but now is a resource. This attribution refers to the potential market value of the resource. Now, if market value is higher than cost of exploring and exploiting the resource, then it becomes the cost of waste production. Second, time. Wood waste residual in space over time impacts environment and the human health. Wood treatment process consists of various chemicals and solvents that possess a health and impact over time. Other factors such as consumer demand, economic factors, cultural influences also affect the data that is collected for the assessment. Therefore, to present an accurate data, assessment for interpretation of the LCA should be conducted over a different period of time. Third is eco-design and economics of an industry. Design of the process should be technologically sustainable. Most often it is thought that the greener technologies are expensive, but that's not always the case. Opting greener technologies can minimize the carbon and energy footprint, and it also cancels noise effect. Biodegradation of the stacked wood for longer time causes economic loss as well as its loss of the resource. Fourth, social aspect. It is one of the most important and complex unit of the LCA design because it is associated with every other units in the design. When there is an excess demand in the resource, it intervenes with the topography of a region, it alters the pattern of the living, thereby disturbing the society to a certain degree. The eco-design and the economics of the industry or the waste output affect the societies as well as the employees within the industry. Sustainable LCA design for wood-based industries should define the goal and scope of the study considering the social aspect. The inventory analysis should again be dependent on social aspect as well as consumer demand, and the economics and the eco-design of the industry as well as the social aspect should be considered while analyzing impacts of the process of an organization. And this data should be collected over certain interval to get an accurate analysis of the threats posed by the industry on the climate and biodiversity. It is important to assess the factors impacting climate change as change in climate results in change in the phenological behavior, thereby disturbing the ecosystem. It is important for us to address the climate impacts on biodiversity as our sustenance depends on it. Thank you.